Today I thought I might go through, well, a different approach to another top rating scale video. With the success of the top five series, we're reliving my old console days. I thought, why not do a top 25 games that I've played over the course of 2000 to 2025 and get ready for the new games what are coming out for next year. Anyway, I picked some of my favourites, okay? And what I meant to have done is place them all in a 1 to 25 ranking. And to be honest, I love them all that much, these ones that I've selected. I can't figure out where to put them on the rank scale. So what I've decided to do instead is continue talking about them, but put them on a tier listing instead. So let's the tier listing this time is going to be like S is going to be level where I would purchase it at a gaming market again, either for memorabilia, stuff like that, all the way down to never touching again, let's speak. So yes, anyway, so let's get on with it. If you like this content or any content that you I actually just said that again, that didn't make sense. If you like the content of on what I've produced in past and want to see and stuff like that, head over to youtube.com/@flipbookgaming. It's really difficult, this. I'm really struggling with that. Script me. Anyway, let's get going. Let's pick a game to start off with. I know we'll pick Sims 2. Sims 2, right, deserves to be on the C scale. It's a game that I will go back to, but not very often. I've got to be in that mood. So it's at that neutral bar. It's like meh. But I was introduced into the Sims, Sims 1 in fact, when I was at comprehensive school. My friend had a PC, I had consoles, and he introduced me to The Sims. And from then onwards, I grew into like SimCity and all the simulation games from there. And I was like, oh my God, I want it. And unfortunately, I couldn't have a computer at the time because couldn't afford one, basically. And didn't have a clue what or where to start off as. So anyway, Low into it came until end, and then I saw it was around about maybe a year before or two that I started owning a PC because I was given Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, so I had to have a PC no matter what. Because I was using my dad's PC, and my dad didn't like me having games on his PC, so he actually ended up building me one eventually. So my first very PC was with Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, and I ended up getting The Sims 2 from there. But the main question is now, would I go back to it? Would I purchase it again? And yes, I would purchase it again, which I have, and it is on Steam, I believe it is. I purchased it on Steam, or if not, it'll be on EA, but either way, I've purchased it. And the reason mainly was that I loved the music in it. I think the song is called Chocolate, and it's part of the pop track, and I love it. It's my favourite song from Sims. Right, let's get on with next. And we'll go for Destiny. Destiny would have to be a B game I would definitely 100%, not 100%, but you know what I mean. I would go back if it was up, just that Destiny 1 game. It's not Destiny 2 or anything beyond that. It's Destiny 1. If they found a way to go back on Destiny 1 again, I would go on it because I so loved it so much. It was just a shame. Again, it's like Overwatch. They like it's an online game. They progressed it on to another one where it lost everything from the past. So you couldn't play it again or anything like that. They just merged it all in one. And they were like, oh. Well, I don't know. It's ages since I played Destiny. And I got Destiny from day one. You know, Destiny 1. And I really, really enjoyed it. I played Halo at the time, and obviously I got Destiny 1. Really enjoyed that from it. At the time, I'd just finished Halo Reach. I saw the controversy that ended up on the news saying that the guns were a lot like Halo, and I thought, is because they created Halo that like got some mechanics that is still going to be printed in their heads because they created it. I were confused about the law. I were confused about the law of the game. I didn't really grasp it at first, but I still played it because there was just something about it, and especially when it hit Venus, I loved. That were my favourite species. The species that were on Venus. I enjoyed going there. Next one, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves does not belong on the top. It belongs way down at the bottom. Even the people are gonna say, "What? Why is it down at the bottom?" I give you a complete and utter honest answer. It's a small community, right? It's close community, sorry. And it is, it's just like, there's so many things that I could say, but I'm not going to, but because that'll be a video on its own. But let me just say this. It's, even though they're trying to make it each season good and that, there's no progression in the game. I'll give you an example towards Ark. Ark has got progression into it. You level up, you get something else. You level up, you get something else. Star Trek Online, you level up, you get a ship or something. You level up, you get so and so. Overwatch, you level up, you may get store credits or some other credits that you can purchase items with. Other games feels like you're actually achieving something where with Sea Thieves you're not. There's no sense of achievement goals in it. It just feels flat and outdated. And those that are new to my channel, I suggest you check out 2 of my videos on Sea of Thieves. I've done it as should they be a Sea of Thieves 2? Should it be either a game upgrade like Destiny, where it progresses upwards onto the next one, or should it just be an engine upgrade? Something needs to be done with that game. And for me, it's an F. I wouldn't go back to it because it's just boring, it's stale. I first got that game when he was in Technical Alpha. I was lucky, along with my friends, to get that. We were filling in surveys all the time and that. In early days, it was okay. It was an okay game. It just turned into something like, yeah. I have still got the game. It is on multiple platforms, including PC. And yeah, other than that, it's an F. I'm sorry. Let's go for Division. Division, I definitely I'm going to put as A. Reason why I'm putting Division as A, I started Division off when it first come out. I really enjoyed it. I played it alongside Rainbow and Ghost Recon. And I thought all three games were brilliant back in the day. And just to answer why I haven't put Rainbow Six on or Ghost is because I prefer Division over Laudanum. Division, however, when it got onto Division 2, it's kind of like for me because all the DZ points were all scattered everywhere and it weren't good. Where with New York, it were all zoom in one line straight up and it split the map up into, it was brilliant. It was something that were cool. But yeah, the graphics were good at the time and still is. I think it's about 10 years old, that game now, if I'm not mistaken. The Division, and it's still good graphics. I do go back and play it odd times, and with that, it's definitely on the A rank where I would go back not as much as S rank, but I would go back at least once a year to play it again. We'll go with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is a B. I think a B for me. I actually got her on PlayStation 4, I believe, when it first came out. No, wait a minute, PlayStation 3, and then I got it PlayStation 4 after, and then I got it on PC. And I would definitely go and play the Tomb Raider 3 series, the trilogy, that at least, odd times if I don't know what to do. That's a game what I'll go to. So I first got it when it first come out. I was like hooked on it. I couldn't put the game down. I had to complete it, and I did. Within that week, I completed it. I like the online game mode of it. I did actually play it, but it went. I think it was like they were trying to access the online stage with friends, but it didn't work out. The single player game of the game was absolutely brilliant, and it was nice to see Lara Croft stripped down from her goddess appeal and making her into a more of a survival against the odds. That type of action mixed in with button selection is my cup of tea of a game, and that. So yeah, I've really enjoyed the mechanics and beautiful graphics and excellent storyline to that. Command & Conquer Red Alert. This goes up here, but I don't know where to put it. Yeah, I think it'd have to go on a C grade. It's like with Sims. It's a game that it's like, meh. I have to honestly be in the mood for it. I could switch it on and then just get the buzz like, oh, I switched it on. I don't fancy playing it now. And then I feel that need of just like, I don't know, going on the game. But yeah, it's Command & Conquer at the time was my first PC game, and I was really chuffed at that. When someone bought it me, she knew that I were a Command & Conquer fan, and I don't think my dad were impressed when I asked to use his computer for it, because he don't like video games on PCs. His PC, he's more like, as you've seen in the top 5 series, he's more of the older console. But yeah, anyway, Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 were absolutely brilliant. Brilliant storyline, comeback from the old days. It was a shame what happened with the company Westwood Studio and how it Command & Conquer onwards was developed, how the timeline went, and it started to deteriorate in games. But yeah, other than that, that game was brilliant. I will always remember that game, truly. It was a nice game to play. Back in day, but listening to storylines and stuff, and the monitor what I had were a big fat TV monitor, so flat screen with chuffing big fat thing on back the monitor. It were like, oh my god. Why have I got two Beyonds? I've got two Beyonds on. I've just noticed this. Oh, I'm gonna have to delete that now. I'll have to delete that. Yeah, I've got two Beyonds on. Let's do Overwatch. Overwatch is going to be... Yes. No. It's going to be there. Overwatch is... I've played Overwatch since it came out, Overwatch 1, with the release. I played the beta to it. We're back on Xbox, and I really enjoyed it. I was attracted to Overwatch with the lore and animations of the game. It had that passion to go somewhere, and that along the way I started to fall away from it like a typical game I would. But it wasn't until Overwatch 2 was being released and that I started to get back into it, and game rate pumped up for it. At that time, they were making promises saying that it's going to have a campaign, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. And I was like, yes, cool, we're going to have an Overwatch campaign. And then, obviously, main game came out and stuff, and they said, we're not going to release the campaign just yet, and we're going to release it separate. It's just taking a little bit longer or whatever, but it's on its way. And we're like, yeah, cool. Can't wait for it. And it even got me watching the actual conventions and stuff and that. And news reels about it. So carried on watching them, and then all of a sudden, it will reveal promises were just getting broken, even though when they announced it, they cancelled it. Behind scenes wise, and it's been cancelled for so long, even though they did announce it. So it was like a disaster after a disaster after a disaster. And Overwatch for me, if I had a choice between 1 and 2, I'd go back to 1 any day, the early doors of 1, because 1 was just epic how it were. True Overwatch fans could actually say, oh, the game mechanics were crap and stuff like that. For me, I was more about the lore side of it. I enjoyed it as a gameplay. I couldn't grasp the thing about it, the game about it and stuff. But I can tell you one thing for sure, that I did enjoy the game. I really did enjoy the game at the time. And to tell you, I enjoyed the game at the time. I have still got it. There it is. That's the first game. Now, Gran Turismo 3. Boing. I would go out and get a PlayStation 2 if I could at this present time, just to play Gran Turismo 3 again. Gran Turismo 3 was absolutely brilliant. I played it, I can't say from launch or anything, because I can't remember that far back. It was when I was chuffing at school. So I can't remember when I got it at school, but I know that I had like the gaming rack were like up here, full of PlayStation 2 games. And I remember playing the game 2-hour tracks and stuff, And I used to listen to Feeder and stuff on tracks and that, and Seasons in the Sun and or whatever. Not Seasons in the Sun, 7 Days in the Sun or something like that. I don't know. Can't remember. That's how much I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'd get an S for that because I would definitely just go out, buy it. Even if I didn't get the PS2, I'd buy it for the memorabilia because it was such a good game to play. Medal of Honor Frontline. I'd say there. Medal of Honor Frontline, right, was an absolutely beast of a game. I loved Medal of Honor. Between Call of Duty and Medal of Honor was my go-to, and Frontline was one of the good ones. Going across beaches on D-Day and stuff, Operation Market Garden and that, totally wicked, and that. Again, I don't remember if I got it on day one or anything like that. I remember walking into Game and actually buying it from Game. That's all I remember. Assassin's Creed Unity. I would get a B. Reason for this is it's not a meh I might play, but it's a game that is curious on playing again. I recently just purchased Unity and I can't really say much more about it because I am actually going to stream it, but I will say this: I enjoyed the graphics, right, and all the colourful, beautiful scenery on what they've captured Paris with. I still don't understand Assassin's Creed at all. I never understood the lore behind it, but I will try my hardest because I want to go through the Assassin's Creeds, what I have got next year. I especially want to get that Viking one. I didn't get it in the sales. I wish I got it in the sales, but I think it was about 90 odd quid to get every single one of them. I wish I did. But who knows? I might do. But yeah, other than that, Unity is a good game. I can't remember when I first got it, but I remember I had it on Xbox One. Yeah, I had it on Xbox One. I was introduced to the franchise by I think it was either that one or it was the other way around. It was Black Flag. I think it was Unity, to be honest. Unity were one. So I remember Unity, I was playing it with my friends and then no one played it, and then I got it back again and stuff. And I began playing it again and that, and it just ended up on the dog shelf. But I played it for a bit, got into it and that, and then I just got bored of the game really easy after that. But I'd actually cherish the game and look back into it because looking at the graphics and stuff at the time, it was like, wow, this is astonishing what you've done. Dear. Let's get on with the next then. Go on, I want to put it. I've got to put it. It's on the S. Metal Gear Solid 4. This is no brainer of a classic. It's got to be number 4. Number 4 is the closest thing that we will ever get to a feature film. Metal Gear Solid 4 was the dog's bollocks. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant graphics. Got me crying in scenes and stuff. Breathtaking in many ways. And it was so well written to wrap the entire series up. And to be honest, from that, I don't think they should have done any other Metal Gear Solids. I think the next in line should have been like a spin-off series. And it should have been Grey Fox or something like that. Gone down the Grey Fox path. Or whatever. And introduced Grey Fox wise. That is the only thing that I could think of. But yeah, that is the only thing with Metal Gear Solid 4 that we're going to get a good film with. And it's a game. And just to prove to you all, it is down here, and I went out and bought myself a PlayStation 3 this year. It were in, I think it were in October, I don't know, September, October, something like that. And I bought it, and yeah, I played it live on stream, and I was just so emotional with it. It was such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. I think SimCity 4 is a mech game. It's one of them games where I have to be in the mood for to play. It's like any other building game, constructing stuff and that, and I've got to be in that kind of mood, wanting to, build and spend time. And sometimes I'm not in that kind of mind frame for that genre. So it's like, I like the game, but I will play it when I'm ready. That game, it was so brilliant on if you built like a total area that was completely not industrial. That area could be polluted, and the next area could be like full of buildings and high rising and stuff and that. And that would be focused, and all the industrial could be on one part, feeding into other, and the other region can just like say, I'm not having no pollution, that's having the pollution, we're just breathing fresh air. It was just so cool, and you didn't need to put no industry in there because the Sims would go off on the highway into the next region to come back. It was so cool if you built it right. I used to be good at it. It used to be good. But yeah, it was one of them games where I picked it up from game, installed it, played it, and I really enjoyed it. Have I still got it? No, I haven't got it. I've got it on not got it on disc, but I've got it on EA. I've got it on EA, so I can always go back to it. Let's go with Battlefield. Battlefield needs to be definitely up there on the EA. Battlefield 4 was my I won't say introduction, to the genre, the franchise, as that was Bad Company. Battlefield 4 was my introduction to multiplayer, basically full on multiplayer. I didn't play multiplayer games that often, and I met a ton of friends through Battlefield 4 that I still know today, and I've got them on Facebook and that. And I still talk to them. Some of them I don't. It's only through Xbox Live, but and I've lost contact with them, some of them. But other than that, I still have remaining friends on them. And it's like Battlefield will always be Battlefield. At the end of the day, you will meet friends no matter what. I know that I got it on day one, and that was not just on the that were on the PlayStation. In fact, I got it on. Yeah, it's just reminded me there. I got it on PlayStation 4. I remember that. And then I got rid of my PlayStation 4 and I got it on Xbox. it was the Xbox more that I gave more friends, and it was one of those things where it was like, I want to try an Xbox, and I tried Xbox, and I played it on there, and I liked it. So I met a couple of friends through it. Yeah, God, that's just sparked a light bulb there. I was like, whoa, serious. I go back to Battlefield for odd times and that, and play a couple of games. I miss it. I miss it on console. Right, next then. Resident Evil 3, definitely at the top. I would definitely go back to this game no matter what. I know that new one's coming out next year. So obviously hit that subscribe button, because I will be going through a walkthrough playthrough of Resident Evils. So the remake, and I had a choice to pick either remake or what you call it, the old one. Don't get me wrong, I like the old one, but the remake was just brilliant. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I loved how the puzzles from the previous remake, Resident Evil 2, actually was on the next, and so you could unlock lockers and stuff. And that, some of the detective lockers and that, and get stuff from them, and I was like, oh my God. And it was like, it just felt a lot more detailed and that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Resident Evil 3. I got the game when it was on offer, I believe. I might have got it from day one. I don't know. I can't remember, but I know that I've got it on Steam and I played it on walkthrough and stuff. And I enjoyed it. It's already installed and stuff, and I wanted to play it again. So it's still in the works, people. Ready to do another walkthrough on it. I would definitely revisit this game at least once a year. It's a super game, super graphics, epic, good Jill Valentine as well, and a totally wicked badass nemesis. Really enjoyed it. Star Wars Battlefront. Right, I would definitely say, all right then, so this is a list on there, right? So I will put this here, this, I would actually put that there, right? And so this would be like number 1, 2, 3, 4 in that. Okay. And the reason why I have put that Battlefield 4 there, and then that one on the last section, is because that Battlefront was excellent, don't get me wrong, in any shape and form. Better than number 2. It was only the campaign that got me interested in number 2, and it was a good campaign. Don't get me wrong. But the first one had better graphics, more stable, and I thought the cheapened us out on the second one than the first. I think they put most of the detail into first one and thought that they could make a quick buck in the second one. Battlefront 1, right, was like a new thing. It was like, oh my God, we're getting hyped, it's getting redone again. And I remember on Xbox One that was a game that I got out straight away. And then when number 2 came round, it was like, seriously, this is shite. It's only the campaign that's good. The rest of it's bugging behind a paywall. which ended up were getting scrapped and took to court and all that. So apparently you had to purchase certain characters and they were at a steep price. I can't remember now. It was really weird. Really weird. But yeah, anyway, so number one were more better, but unfortunately the reason why I did this is because it were behind a paid DLC wall. So you had to have the pass in order to do it, and when I wanted to play with friends and stuff, it was like dividing us up because some people couldn't afford the DLCs and that, and it divided the community up at the time. It was during the age of subscription towards premium passes. Now that it's turned over to free content per season, and you buy the battle pass to get more stuffs and XP along the way, etc., to earn money that way. I think that was a lot better than hiding it behind a paid wall for new maps and stuff. But yeah, this I always remember when I got the game. I pre-ordered it. I got it. Did it. Went straight into Hoth. I even played it from beta and closed beta actually. So I were in Hoth all the time. I really enjoyed it. I tried to stop myself from playing it that much because I didn't want to get sick and tired of it. Because I know I would. And I kept checking the web. I remember checking the website, DICE's website, every 2 seconds, every day to try and get updates from it. And all I got is that flying. I forgot what the vehicle's actually called. Snow speeder, crashing and AT-AT walker coming across and stuff. And flattening it and that, and that was the first trailer, and I always saw that on the DICE website, and I thought, oh my god, they're keeping this a secret. So yeah, I was so hyped up for that, and I wasn't disappointed at all. The only disappointment though was the paywall. That's it. It was that's all that divided my friends up. So yeah, onwards to the next game. Star Trek Online. I'd say it's a B game. Reason why is I always keep on going back to Star Trek no matter what. Star Trek is one of those games where if I can't figure out what to play on my list, I will instantly install Star Trek, and it literally shreds my brain and lets me play that for a bit and then think, okay, I'm back to normal now. I want to play what I want to play now, because I'll have all these games that are in front of me and I don't know which one to play, so I'll install either a Met game or Star Trek, play that, and then I'm back. So yeah, Star Trek I remember getting from day one. I am actually a veteran lifetime purchaser of that, so I don't have to pay no subscription fee online. I remember getting the t-shirt for it and all that. I paid dear for that game. I think it was about 200 and odd quid I paid for that game, including subscription. I even played extra bits and bobs online for that to get ships and that. So I have done. I completed it at the time before they put like Upper Admiral and stuff. I completed it to max out my level and that, and then I stopped playing it because there was no else to do on it at the time. And obviously from then till now, there's been a lot more added to it. So it'd be nice to do a couple of episodes again, or like the series, and release like a little block series at game walkthroughs and my reactions to it. That'd be nice to go through. But yeah, it's always been the Star Trek just to play online. So yeah. If you're liking this content so far, people, yeah, give us a thumbs up. You never know, we might do another one of these. Let's go with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 I got on Xbox One. I got it day one for Christmas. And, well, it's not day one for Christmas because it came out before Christmas, I think. I know that I got it for Christmas. And I was like gobsmacked that I got it. I was like, oh my God. I can't believe it. And I think Fallout needs to be... Yeah, I think Fallout needs to be there. Because Fallout is a game that I will always go back to, no matter what. Even if it's Fallout Shelter, Fallout 4 or 76. If I'm in that mood for it, I will install it and I'll just wait for that specific time and then I'll go on it. The reason why I like Fallout 4 is obviously the music. I love the music 100%. The storyline was great. I never ended up completing Fallout 4, but I completed Automatron DLC, and Automatron was absolutely the best storyline going. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that DLC. I could not stop laughing. I was so giddy and pumped into it. But I always used to come back to this game and I used to say, I'm going to finish the game. I'm going to finish the game. And it's like, yeah, you're not Flip, because you'll get sidetracked onto something else. And I did. I've again and again and again. I can never complete that game. But hopefully next year, I might complete the game. Oh dear. But yeah, I really enjoyed that game. That was a good game. Got it on an Xbox and it's on PC. I've got it on Steam. Tekken 4. Tekken 4 is a... it's kind of a mech game. If I had the console, I will get it again, either way, for memorabilia. I won't even get it for memorabilia, to be honest. I get it to play. So there were only one mod that I technically liked on Tekken, and that was the Tekken, I think it was Survival or something like that. And what you do is you pick a Tekken Force. I'm sure it was called Tekken Force. And you pick one of the team that you could select. And I picked Nina Williams, and I'll go through and you punch all the gods and pick health packs up and stuff. And it was such a difference than battling every NPC character, boss character and stuff. It would a change of pace, and I really enjoyed it. I was at the time kind of a mad Tekken person. I was like Street Fighter and Tekken. I wasn't Mortal Kombat person. I never got into the Mortal Kombats, but Tekken, yeah, somehow I just like kind of grasped it. I thought it were all right. So yeah, if I next gaming market, if I saw it, I'd purchase it to play on console. But I ain't got a console at the minute. I won't rush out and get a PS2. I probably would if I had space. If I had space and I had set up that I knew that I could like just switch on and stuff, and I had time to play it, I would play it. But it's not a game that I would rush out and stuff. But it's still a good game. Still a good game to play. I don't know if it's Nuance or something, but LA something or whatever. This is a detective game, and as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, is this going to be something like Mafia? Because it's by Rockstar, and the time I played GTA a lot, but not like a lot as in I'm mad about the game. I played it. So I thought, oh, it's going to be a GTA game, but it's going to be like a Mafia game, but it isn't. It totally shocked me. It was a detective game where you had options, you had to investigate, find all objects and stuff, and come to some kind of, it's you did the problem and stuff. You did the murder and that. And yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it that much. I've actually purchased it back on Steam. I first played it on PlayStation 3, I believe it were. Or it could be being PS4, I don't know. One or other, but I played it. And I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the game. Never completed it. That's why I purchased it. Never completed it, so it's on the next year's list for playing. Detroit Becomes Human. This is on the yes list. It was a breathtaking game, honestly. I never played it, never purchased it. It was gifted to me. And I tell you something, I blubbered. I had to take time out on stream to go and make a cup of tea because I was literally tearing up down to it. And hopefully, when I play it again next year, even though I'll probably end up crying, I hope that I don't get myself into that much of a state. But I said that with Metal Gear Solid 4 and I ended up crying. But yeah, anyway, Detroit Becomes Human, absolutely brilliant. I loved the emotions between android and humans. I love the storyline to it. And there's no like connecting series and stuff. It's a standalone storyline based, and it's an interactive kind of film kind of thing that with possibilities of any outcomes and that, and your choices are your actions. You can not go back on them. You can replay the game and do them in a different way, but once you selected that, that's it. You cannot go any further. So anyway, yeah, that's a game that deserves to be on that list. Batman Arkham Asylum. I'd say definitely on the A spectrum, to be honest. Because Batman Arkham Asylum, I purchased that on PlayStation 3 when it first came out, and I got the Batman figure, and I still got him somewhere. And I really hooked with the game. I really enjoyed the game. I ended up getting Arkham City as well, but I never kept up with the rest of the Batmans because I was so upset with the ending of Batman Arkham City. I was so upset to that. But yeah, Other than that, I thought it were a good game. It were good. Nice to see Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill back on the scene, playing as old villains that they played in television series in the 90s, which I used to watch. And I actually still do. I still watch the animated series Batman. I love him. It's my favorite animation series to go to of DC Comics. So yeah, it's a really good game. It's a really cool game. I'm really enjoying putting these on tiers and actually putting them on a top 25 spectrum, because having a little talk about them and that has brought back a couple of memories and that. Beyond, which was should we pick, even though the still same, we'll go with that one. Beyond, what's it? Beyond. I forgot what it's Beyond Two Souls in it or something like that. I'd say not as good as Detroit, so it don't go up there. I'd say it's around about. It's like a meta game. I wouldn't, I wouldn't go diss the game. I just didn't gel with it as much. If I played it other way around, Beyond and then Detroit, then it would have been a different story. But I played Detroit and then went to Beyond, and it was just like. It was something about the mechanics and such that did it for me. And I couldn't grasp it. But the storyline was still good. Storyline was still good to play. I really enjoyed the storyline, and the graphics and stuff were really interesting. And I liked, is it William Dafoe that plays Green Goblin in Spider-Man? He's in it. I've really enjoyed his part in it. Good actor in it. Good actor in it. I've got to admit. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the game. Orc Raiders definitely got to be on the number one spot. Number one with the money. Number one with the money. 100%. So, that'd be cool to have. So, yeah, anyway, I think, we've got one more game to rank. Let's try and find another game. So there we go. We've found the game. I meant to put Friday the 13th up, which unfortunately is like Destiny. So we'll pop it there. Okay, we're gonna rejit these around. Okay. So we're gonna rejit these around in a bit. So I would place Friday the 13th at B. Unfortunately, you can't play Friday the 13th now. That's down to the servers being downed, and also legal action being taken against the video game franchise and stuff like that. I explained it all on my YouTube channel on Friday the 13th wise. I remember getting it on day one, and that were on Xbox, and that helped me with my streaming career over or mix of that, because I used to invite people on from the stream and that to come in and play the game with me, and me and my friends that were co-streaming at the time, and I really, really, really 100% enjoyed that. It was such a good game to stream. Such a good game. But unfortunately, our games have to call it a climax at some point, and that were a game that unfortunately had to climax and shut down. But I reckon it could have gone on for a little bit longer if they was allowed to put more content into it, because that game was just so good. It was so good when it released. It was a bit choppy with bugs and stuff, but I don't know the memory of it. Such a good day. Do you know what? I might even hire it up. It's thinking about it. It's just like hired me up. I couldn't put it on an S rank because I can't revisit it, but I'll put it on the A rank, to be honest. So it's like it's not B, it's actually A, to be honest. So yeah, now that we've got our ranked games, I think there's 25 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So wait a minute. There's 5, 4, 20. 2. There's always 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 20. 24. I'm missing one. I'm still missing one. Oh my god. I can't count. Let's find another in. Found it. Found the lost game. So there it is. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I love my Modern Warfare games. I meant the old games, like the OG games. So out of a lot of them, I'd say number 2 were good. It had the scene with the airport was just like, whoa, did not expect that. That actually shocked me, and that it kind of caused me to hesitate from the start, and then I was like, oh, go on, you've got to do it. It's a video game, and making you think like that from the start is actually shows that the storyline is really good in the game. Just pop it there for a minute. So it's really good with the game, and for it to mess with your mind, you know that you want to continue with the story to see how this scenario ends. And I progressed all the way through the Modern Warfares, and I always remember that Modern Warfare 2 was the best one, because the Reds actually, not the Reds, what am I talking about? I'm on about any chuffing Red Alert series here. The invasion of America and stuff like that, and having to protect America, were absolutely brilliant. And switching from drones to soldiers on ground, and having a co-op on one person on drone, one person on float, in the field. And I remember me and my mum actually playing this, and it were on PlayStation. And I told my mum to be the drone. And like my dad, she prefers old retro style of games. And I says, listen, whatever you do, don't shoot the person. And as soon as I said that, she shot me. I said, you're not supposed to kill the person that's got, the ID tag as me. And she says, how am I supposed to know? Easy, it tells you there. And I was pointing, and then his friend who would come over, who were talking to me mum and watching at the same time, and she were a gamer. She couldn't stop laughing. They were taking turns between them while accidentally killing me at the same time. So yeah, really enjoyed it. It were good. It were a good game to play. A good campaign. I think I've actually got it underneath here on PlayStation 3. Okay. And I will be playing the Modern Warfare again next year. That's definitely on my list for sure. So that is my tier listing, people. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed this. But this is what I'm like off script. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed them. I hope that you persevered all the way to the end. If you have, give me the thumbs up. Also, did you like this type of video? If you'd like to see more, obviously hit that subscribe button. But other than that, see you in the next content that I release. Or if not, see you in the live stream. This is Flip signing out for another content. I was going to say live stream then. Another content video. Bye bye.